Keek on the mic, Keek on the mic. Keek on the mic, Keek on the mic. People, this the intro.
Talk bad about my team, you must be a clown. This is Keek on the mic, so you know you better bear down. Bear down.
Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Like always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you also follow me on all my social media platforms to stay connected with all Keek on the Mic news. So, Bears fans, day 5 of Chicago Bears training camp practice is now complete, and let's go through a couple of updates from the Chicago Bears training camp practice. First things first, Bears fans, and this is exciting news. This comes from center Cody Whitehair. After practice during his press conference, he indicated that pads will come on tomorrow. For the longest time, I thought they were coming on Wednesday, but no, they are coming on tomorrow, which is really exciting news. I think that's when things are going to start ramping up for these players. The competition's going to start ramping up, so it's always a good time when pads officially come on for the Chicago Bears. And first things first, I got to show you guys this video from today's training camp practice. And this is right tackle Darnell Wright absolutely pancaking. I'm not sure who he's pancaking, but he had a awesome pancake on a defensive end on the Chicago Bears defense, and it was absolutely impressive. And it definitely indicates that Darnell Wright is definitely ready to put on the pads as soon as tomorrow. A couple of key updates from this practice. This was the offense's worst day by far. They definitely had some rough execution during the 2-minute drill. Drive started with a bot snap, 2 first down catches back-to-back by Chase Claypool. It ended with Fields throwing a deep ball into double coverage, and it was picked off by undrafted free agent Braylon Trahan. Justin Fields did throw a couple interceptions in today's training camp practice. He threw that one into double coverage. He also threw a pick to Tyreek Stevenson when Tyreek Stevenson was covering Chase Claypool. So a nice bounce back day by Tyreek Stevenson. Obviously, we talked a lot about Tyreek Stevenson getting these valuable first team reps against the Bears' top receivers, against DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool. That's only going to make him better. And like I said last week, we watched Tyreek Stevenson get burned countless number of times against DJ Moore, against Darnell Mooney, today against Chase Claypool. But that's only going to make him better. And you can tell that he's starting to get better. And he had a big bounce back practice today for the Chicago Bears, making a big time play, covering a big time receiver in Chase Claypool. But Chase Claypool also had a very good day, Bears fans. He was getting a bunch of targets, and this was absolutely Chase Claypool's best day catching the football for the Chicago Bears. And like I said about Chase Claypool is the X factor for the Chicago Bears offense. There's been a lot of bad mouthing about Chase Claypool, which I don't really understand why. I always understood that once Chase Claypool understood the offense, once he started to create that chemistry with Justin Fields, which it looks like he's starting to create that chemistry practice by practice with Justin Fields, I understood that Chase Claypool was going to be a big time X factor for the Chicago Bears offense. I hope he continues to stack these good practices for the Chicago Bears offense, and I think it will lead to some positive results for Chase Claypool, Justin Fields, and the Chicago Bears offense. Some other quick little observations from day 5 of Chicago Bears training camp is that Justin Jones actually won several O-line, D-line one-on-one, so that's really good to see. Justin Jones is in the second season with the Chicago Bears, and he was actually one of our more dominant defensive linemen on our defense last season. I expect him to take a big jump for this defense and be a big contributor to the Chicago Bears defensive line as soon as this year. Once again, I'm really excited to see these guys in pads and watch the offensive line and defensive line really get at it as soon as tomorrow. But it was a really good day for Justin Jones. Another thing that was really exciting from day 5 of Chicago Bears training camp is that D'Onta Foreman was actually getting first team reps rotating with Khalil Herbert. And this is really interesting because just last week, D'Onta Foreman was the 3rd string, right, running back, right? So we understand that this is going to be an ongoing competition during Chicago Bears training camp. Every single running back on this roster, meaning D'Onta Foreman, Khalil Herbert, and Roschon Johnson, are going to get the opportunity to get first string reps with the Chicago Bears offense. So once again, this is going to be an ongoing competition. I think D'Onta Foreman has every possibility in the world to be a starting running back for the Chicago Bears. He was really good with the Carolina Panthers last year, but at the same time, Khalil Herbert is also very good, but at the same time, Roschon Johnson is also a very good running back. So each guy will get the opportunities. So So each guy, when they get those first string reps with the Chicago Bears offense, they have to make the most out of those opportunities. So once again, this is just going to be an ongoing competition. And I'm actually really excited to see who actually wins the job as soon as week 1 against the Green Bay Packers. And Bears fans, even though Justin Fields did have some interceptions today, and I'm totally fine with that, interceptions happen. And I think it's going to come with the nature of Justin Fields trusting his arm a little bit more, meaning that he's going to be more aggressive with the football and pushing the football downfield. And sometimes when you're aggressive pushing the football down the field, you're going to throw some interceptions sometimes. So I'm not concerned whatsoever with Justin Fields' interception. It's just a learning curve for him. He has to get used to it, get those interceptions out now during training camp before the regular season starts. So those interceptions don't bother me whatsoever. But some good things about Justin Fields in today's training camp practice for the Chicago Bears, that Justin Fields was doing really well checking down the football and taking what the defense gives him, which is really important. He's going through his progressions. He's taking those check downs, because when you look at Justin Fields last year, he wasn't taking those check downs, right? He wouldn't even look for the check downs. He would look at his first progression and then take off running, because that's all he was able to do, because once again, the offensive line was very bad. He didn't have the weapons on the outside. But now the receivers that we have on the roster, DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool, Tyler Scott, those guys are getting open very fast for Justin Fields. So it allows Justin Fields to go through his progressions very fast and just take the easy check down and take what the defense gives you. And he did a very good job in doing that exact thing today, taking that check down in today's training camp practice for the Chicago Bears. So overall, I'm really pleased to see that from Justin Fields. Another thing that I really want to bring up in today's episode of Geek on the Mic is that Tyler Scott is still impressing with his great speed. He is able to get open in a quick and a hurry. He's able to create separation due to how fast he is. And Bears fans, we've talked about this before in past updates of Chicago Bears training camp practices. Tyler Scott is going to be a very good weapon for Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears offense. I'm really excited to see how Luke Getsy uses Tyler Scott in a very creative way to help the Chicago Bears offense. But once again, Justin Fields has a lot of weapons on the outside. Once again, DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney, Chase Claypool, and Tyler Scott. But keep a close eye on Tyler Scott. I think he's going to make an instant impact as soon as week 1 against the Green Bay Packers for the Chicago Bears offense, because he continues to impress in training camp every single day. So Bears fans, I am really loving what I'm seeing from wide receiver Tyler Scott. Overall, Bears fans, I'm really loving what I'm seeing from the rookies on the team, from Tyreek Stevenson to Tyler Scott to Darnell Wright. I love what I'm seeing from Darnell Mooney, from Chase Claypool, from Justin Fields, from even guys like DeMarcus Walker, Justin Jones. Everyone is putting in the work and they're getting better every single day. Once again, Bears fans, super exciting news. The pads come on tomorrow. So be prepared for a massive Chicago Bears update, because the competition is going to ramp up. The level of intensity is going to ramp up from the Chicago Bears players, from the Chicago Bears coaches. It's always an exciting time when pads come on, because once again, that just means it's one step closer to seeing actual Chicago Bears football. And Bears fans, I know with each practice, this team will continue to get better. They'll continue to put in the work through training camp practices as you get ever closer to that week 1 matchup against the Green Bay Packers. But Bears fans, if you guys are loving my training camp updates, make sure you are smashing that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of Geek on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, back for all new Bears podcast right here on Geek on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and bear down.
You've been listening to Geek on the Mic, a podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Thanks, guys, and bear down.